Hi guys, Going Green Mom here, not with another Foodie Friday. um, I moved my Foodie Friday video to Tuesday, so definitely check out that if you were stopping by for food. Um, but today I wanted to sort of do what I had originally started this channel for, and that was to kind of process through what I'm learning. With you guys, because when I first started this process, no one was really doing anything with that I could find, and it would have been helpful. And keep in mind, I am not a scientist, I am not a doctor, I am sometimes reading medical journal information, but I am not in any way, shape, or form a medical practitioner of any sort. So definitely verify anything you learn here. I will have my sources in the description down below. And we'll try to mention, if it's not too complicated to do so, throughout the video. So anyway, let's get started. So this is a sort of mind map diagram that I think originally comes from an NIH study, but it is pretty much anywhere. If you Google histamine symptoms, most people reference back to this image, and it's usually rather blurry. But basically, the center lines indicate what pathways there are with a histamine pathway 1 through 4. And then you have sort of in that other center ring, sort of what those reactions are, then the systems that they affect. And then along the outside edge, you can see a variety of symptoms that people would have. So just for sanity's sake, I put this in a spreadsheet because it's much easier to read that way. And sort of tried to color code based on what those reactions were for each of the 4 pathways. So as you can see, the pinkish color are histamine 1 and 2 pathways. The green is histamine 3 pathway. And then the purple at the bottom are 2 and 4 with the exact same reaction. And then the sort of bluish purple over to the side is a histamine 1 reaction. So now that we know that there's 4 pathways, there's also 2 ways that it's processed. According to healthline.com, diamine oxidase, or DAO, is a digestive enzyme produced in your kidneys, thymus, and the intestinal lining of your digestive tract. Its primary function is to break down excess histamine in your body. In thinking about DAO, there's a wide variety of things that can affect DAO. If your body is deficient in certain vitamins and minerals like B6, vitamin C, zinc, copper, that can affect your body's ability to produce DAO. Certain medications and food items can reduce the effectiveness of the DAO your body produces, as well as just overwhelming that pathway for elimination as well. So reducing things like alcohol consumption, being careful about what prescription and over-the-counter medications you take, even something as simple as like aspirin or Aleve can actually affect your DAO response within your body. So my hope going forward is that I will start learning more about the HMNT process, and I will be able to give you guys some more information about that. But for now, histamine N-methyltransferase, or HMNT, is the enzyme that regulates histamine in the body via converting it from histamine into N-methylhistamine, which can then be eliminated from the body, according to geneticlifehacks.com. Which, I mean, for definitions, y'all, I'm just pulling what Google gives me. They're all pretty much going to be the same anywhere. So, if you are having histamine issues, where are you seeing your symptoms at? I had a whole lot of this H3 column when I first started, as well as things like the urticaria. That's hives, in case you're not... If you're not on the scientific stuff, urticaria is hives, so I've had a lot of that, most of you know. And then, I don't know if I actually have mast cell secretion issues. I know I have mast cell issues, that I've been able to help regulate by reducing the way my digestive tract deals with lectins. Well, I don't really change how it deals with lectins. I change how I deal with food so that it reduces the amount of lectins going in and causing problems with my mast cells is what I really did. So anyway, where are you in these symptoms? Because that can change how you would deal with different things. So I pretty much have this H3 column under control. It's one of those things I manage on a regular basis, but it's not... Those things are not typically things I am having issues with. For me, where I'm still having some issues is this H2 section here. I don't have dysmenorrhea, so I'm pretty sure I'm okay on H1, but this H2 section here, and if you'll notice, for whatever reason, a lot of things I've read will have anxiety and panic attacks listed, but that particular chart does not. But if you look at this pink column, a lot of your panic attack symptoms are actually in there. I'm not doing too bad with panic attacks since I've been off work, but I had them quite frequently when I was at work. At least from the standpoint that I don't want to have panic attacks all the time, I suppose. So I'm kind of going to focus on this H2 column and try and understand that pathway and how it affects, as well as this histamine and methyltransferase column. It seems, what I've read so far, a lot of that has to do with your central nervous system and histamine in the brain. So that should be interesting. And then kind of see where I can tweak. I also have been working on learning how my body deals with sugar and stuff in foods, because I know that PCOS, which is my other probable root cause, how it deals with hormones and things, can also throw things off. So I'm kind of trying to learn about these pathways a little bit, and then you'll probably start seeing more research on PCOS in the coming months. I did join a class that's going to go all year, and this first quarter we've just been focused on food and kind of trying to simplify to some degree. In all honesty, I have not gotten a ton out of the class so far, just because the issues that I have didn't go all out when the rest of the class did on paleo and such, because a lot of my problems started when I was doing well on paleo and wound up in ketosis, which is great for the weight loss, but some of my other issues started at that point. So not wanting to go there, I am taking the slow approach, but I am hoping to learn about detoxing and hormones and such over the course of the year. So I might have more on how all of that works together later.